Hey, 1 2 1 2. Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time. It's my time. I can see it. I can feel it. Time has come now to reveal it. I've been waiting for a long time. Gotta do it. And won't let nothing hold me down. Gotta do it. Because I may not get another chance. I believe it. If I want it, I can have it. I believe it. Done with falling, done with losing. I can do it. I think I'll tell myself again. I can do it. Yeah. And I'm not gonna stop till I win. 'Cause it's my time to rise. Hey. It's my time to shine. Oh. It's my time to live. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. Oh, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time to. It's my time to soar. It's my time. It's my time. Sing it. It's my time. It's my time.
Hey everybody, all right, now we are on to something. We were having technical difficulties earlier, so I hope you rejoined our broadcast. I saw that a lot of people were listening, so hopefully everyone is listening now. We are going to be talking about the power of prayer today, so we had to say a little prayer now. Like I said, we've never had technical difficulties, and we did, so my guest and I were saying this is going to be something big. Good evening, and welcome to Shine, where I shine the spotlight on people, topics, and subjects that are real, honest, and relevant to you. I am Kendall Anise. I'm known as Lady Motivator. Let me tell you a little bit about me if this is your first time tuning in. I am a transformational expert, a certified life coach, a speaker, and author. But most of all, I am a lover of people, and I want to see us all win. That is the reason why I do this show. I want to shine my spotlight on people, like I said, and subjects that are relevant to you or to give you a better understanding. So again, as I said, we are talking about the power of prayer. And honestly, I was sitting here trying to think. I can't even count how many times I pray during the day. I'm praying all the time. I'm praying for me. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us. I'm praying for we. So I was trying to think. My prayers start off in the morning and they continue through the next morning and all throughout the day and in between. I'm a praying fool. I pray all the time. That's what I know to do. And I'm praying sometimes and I don't even know it. And I bet you are too, and you don't even know it. So let's talk about the power of prayer. What is the power of prayer? What is prayer? Prayer is just simply the power of God in believing He hears and answers our prayers. Everyone's relationship with God is their own. Everyone's walk is different and everyone's experience is not the same. However, we all are loved. And if you call on God, if you believe, He will come. He's never too far away. So many people say that they don't know how to pray. And I always say I beg to differ. Like I just stated earlier, you know how to pray and you probably are praying and don't even know it. When you say thank you, God, that is a prayer. When you say thank you for waking me up, that's a prayer. When you just say thank you and there's nobody in the room but you and God, you're talking to God. You're saying a prayer. When you say, please guide this car if you're driving, when you say, please let me get to my destination. Oh, Lord, I hope I'm not late. Those are prayers. People don't realize those are prayers. Many people think that prayers have to last for 20 minutes. They have to be perfect English, or you have to have a complete sentence or sermon or speech. But nope, not at all. God hears everyone. If we speak to Him, He hears us. And it works. Prayer works. There is power in prayer. And our guest and I will talk about that in just a moment. Let me tell you a little bit about my guest. My guest on tonight's show is Daryl Messiah Lee. He is a mentor, a motivational speaker, and a man of God. All right. Welcome to Shine, Mr. Lee.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
We back. We made it back.
All right now. Ain't nothing going to keep us down. Stop this stride.
Yes, destiny.
Right.
Destiny.
When we're talking about prayer, everything wants to act all funny, but that's all right.
You said that was the first time this ever happened, right?
First time.
Yeah, see, this is a powerful subject. This is a tool. This is a weapon we talking about. So
Yep.
The enemy has to fight against the weaponry.
Yep, I'm a stickler for God, and we were talking, and for some reason the mics weren't working, so you didn't hear us. You might have heard dead air, but we are back now. So call your friends, tell them to go to livingtruelivingyou.com. Click Shine, listen live. So this is live, all the way live, and when these type of things happen, you can tell it's live. So, all right, so you ready to jump right in?
Absolutely, let's get it.
All right, so clearly you believe in the power of prayer. You are a man of God. But what does that mean to you when I say the power of prayer or just prayer? What does that mean to you?
So prayer for me is surrender. Prayer for me is acknowledgement of God. Prayer is faith and believing. Prayer is relationship. Prayer is conversation. Prayer is also listening and hearing and moving on what you hear from him. And prayer is also coming to know his voice for yourself.
Okay, coming to hear his voice for yourself. What does that mean? Because people always say, I've heard God talk to me and God never talks to me. What does that mean? I think it's a good time for you to explain that.
Right. So it's almost like a mother to a child. You can have 10 children and 10 children screaming, but you know your child's voice amongst the other individual voices. So you come in tune, understanding his voice for yourself and knowing it's him. It's that internal gut instinct, that thing that's always going to tell you the right thing to do, even when you don't understand what it is. And so prayer, that's what prayer is to me.
So when people say, something just told me that I needed to wait 5 minutes before I left out the door. Something just told me to go a different way. So you're saying that that's God?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because he wants the best for us, first of all. But it's also free will involved. So at the same time as he's wooing us and wanting us and causing certain situations for us to come in a relationship with him, I believe also that pain, tribulation, loss, lack, all of these things also drive or can drive us to pray also as well. So
I find that very interesting. I find it because some people, oh Lord, they call on the Lord when something is going wrong. Lord, help me.
Exactly.
They don't even say help. They don't even say help me. They say help me, Lord, help me. That's when you know they're in trouble and they really need help, Lord, to help me. And it's funny, but what about calling on God or saying a prayer when things are going right? That's what I want people to do.
Exactly. And that's what he wants. That's what his desire is. And people only pray when things happen that are not good to them, not good to their circumstance, or not good to their situation. But he wants you to pray exceedingly and abundantly above all, like you said, in the car, in the house, when things are going good as well as when things are going bad. We need to be praying. We need to be in relationship. We need to be in communication with him, and that's something that is cultivated over time too.
Yeah, you can't tell me God doesn't know my voice because I'm always praying. Like I said, I don't even know sometimes. I'm just like, and when you have children, it's like, Lord, please protect my children.
Exactly.
Like, right, and people don't understand that's a prayer because I hear people all the time saying, oh yeah, well, I don't know how to pray. When you try to, watch your children or you ask God to watch over you and all of that, those are prayers and people don't realize. So, all right.
Just a simple God help me.
Right.
God direct me.
Right.
God instruct me.
Right.
All of those things are simple prayers.
Right. And that's what I try to stress with people, that you can pray, because people think they got to be, and all of that. And, taking, you praying for your food and it ends up being a sermon for 20 minutes and the food is cold. Like people think.
Exactly. It's not necessary that the length of time that you pray. There will be what I call more fervent prayers than others, where there will be, will it be a real down, depth-defying, soul-felt connection, depending on the circumstances and situations that's going on. But also, prayer doesn't just make you a church goer; it makes you a doer, even more so than a church goer. And that's not to take away from church being because iron sharpens iron. So you definitely want. It's like being at a ball game. You can watch it online and you can watch it via social media, but it's different when you're in the room or in the space or in the area, and an iron sharpens iron. So prayer to me is a doing action as well,
right?
In regards to once you cultivate that, you got to feed it. It's like a relationship. You have to nurture it, cultivate it, and feed it, as well as listen. And then you become a doer, and then you start to understand more and see more spiritually than just what you may see typically in the natural.
Right. That was good. All right. So tell me a time, because I know, tell me a time, because I know you can think of minty with a T, minty times. Right. No. Tell me a time. That means one. And if we have time, I'll let you have another. But tell me a time.
Part two.
Right. Tell me a time when you saw prayer working in your life. And I know you've seen. That's why I said A, because you and I can sit here for 3 hours going back and forth.
So
something that sticks out.
Yeah. So I would say who I am, and who I've become today.
Mm-hmm.
Who I am and who I've become today. Having and knowing my purpose because of prayer, the cultivation, and not only prayers for myself, prayers that came from that grandmother, that grandfather, that auntie, the woman in the church, or the neighbor that you knew and never hid their relationship with God. You might even have thought they were a little bit of Looney Tunes, because they had such a relationship and they were emboldened by the relationship that for me, I know that I'm here not only by my own prayer and transformation through the prayer, but because of the prayers of others who have been invoked, I would say, in my life, and in some cases forced in my life, in some cases where I allowed people to come into my life who were living at another level, not just materialistically. Because I do believe that, if you hang around 11 drunks, you're bound to be the 12th. But also, if you hang around 11 prayer warriors, 11 successful people, you're bound to be the 12th as well. So it has a lot to do with who you surround yourself with. And prayer is like the foundation of any building. You can't build on top of it unless you have it or equipped with it. You can't build a building. So you need that prayer is your centerpiece, your foundation. So even when the winds are blowing to and fro, you can still be through prayer and relationship, be steadfast and unmovable. Now, sometimes you may pray, and you may pray for the circumstances to change or transform. I love the word transform instead of change anyway. But to change or transform. But a lot of the time, or some of the time, he may not transform the outward circumstances, but may transform you in them to give you a different perspective of what's going on around you.
Right. I'm a big person on transformation. Hence, I'm a transformational expert, they say, transformational life coach and speaker. And I also am all about, even in my next book that's coming out, I talk about perspective a lot, because I'm a person that really, really believes in perspective. And it's all about perspective. It's all about how you perceive something. It's all about how you decide to look at something. So those are two of my favorite words as well. All right.
And also, it's not just with the natural vision.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about perspective, to me, I'm talking about, how you see a thing vision wise.
Right. I got you.
So people perish for the lack of vision,
Mm-hmm.
but also vision perishes for the lack of people.
Mm-hmm.
So where you see yourself is where you find yourself, I believe.
Right.
And so a man thinking, so is he. So, it's just like a person. I've been in situations, throughout the course of my life in a transition period when I would say God was working on me and doing surgery, that I may have found myself in a homeless state, or found myself, but even though I may have been in that temporary state, I didn't see myself as broken or poor. I saw myself as rich and profitable and prosperous,
right,
in my thinking. That my external may have said,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But, I believe that, so if you speak a thing, you have the thing you speak.
Oh, I believe that.
Speaking it long enough.
I believe that all day long, and then, like they say, twice on Sunday. I believe that. I believe that for sure. Like, I'm big on that because it's all about how, and as a life coach, we always tell our clients to reframe something. So when you reframe a situation or a story, because everybody tells stories on what had happened to me and what. We all got a story to tell, and sometimes I say, and nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear your same story every single day. So you got to reframe that thing where you are a victor. It doesn't matter what. It's all about how you decide to look at something. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, okay, so,
even with the prayer, the prayer piece. So, I often look at my life and the lives of others because, the Bible says we overcome by the word of our testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Test. First in testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Before you get the victory, and we all have the victory, there will be a test. But one thing I look at and think about, why was I able, and why are your listeners and you yourself able to live with stuff other people die from?
Grace.
Or live through.
Grace. Grace.
Because the power of prayer.
Mm-hmm. Because somebody's praying for you, even if you're not praying for yourself. Somebody's praying for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Somebody's
so
praying
nobody
for
can
you.
tell me that I didn't survive. And I have a finished a book too that I just finished. But even through those tumultuous situations, some willfully that I put myself in, others that were through circumstance, but yet still I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm not just here, I'm thriving, I'm striving, and I'm prospering in the midst of it, but it's because all again, it's because of prayer.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're talking about prayer. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Shine. My guest is Daryl Messiah Lee. We're talking about the power of prayer. So I have a prayer journal. I date it. And if I told you, let me tell you something. I believe in the power of prayer. I had, one of my old biddies, she likes for me to call, like one of my old biddies. Because I always say old people and children love me. And one of my 60 and over people I know, I had her look, we work together, and I've had her look at my prayer journal, and I've showed her the dates, and I said, read this. She was like, oh my God, that just happened. I can't tell you how many times between my prayer journal and my vision board, which works hand in hand, and I teach vision board classes. And so I'm trying to tell you, so many things have come true from that prayer journal, because I believe in thinking it and writing it down and looking at it and visioning it. Right. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So let me.
And the thing is, people. Let me piggyback on that real quick, because that was key. What you said, real key. We too much alike. But that vision board. That vision board may seem, and I've done it with my classes and a lot of the people that I mentor with. In my bathroom is a mess. It is not the decorum because of all the vision board and quotes and the affirmations and the prayers and the checks that I've written out to myself. So when you're talking about that vision board, if you can see it, you can have it. If you write it down, you can obtain it and you can run with it. But if it's not written down, if you don't have a target and some dates put on them,
then it's just a dream. It's a dream then. It's a dream. It's not a goal. Absolutely. People say, oh, I got a dream. Well, people dream all day long. A goal is putting it into action. You can dream.
Exactly.
You shoot. You know,
if it's not written down, you can't see it.
They say it didn't happen.
Insight in mind.
Right. It didn't happen, and it doesn't happen if you don't write it down. So I know. So do you have a prayer journal?
Not a journal. I also have a whole prayer closet, prayer
room. The War Room. The War Room. I told you that's one of my favorite movies. I watch The War Room like I'm watching like I'm watching A Different World or something. I'm watching the War Room all the time.
It's color coordinated and ain't decorated, and it's for war and warfare. Absolutely.
You probably don't even have a seat. You probably don't even have a seat. You probably don't even have a chair in there.
You would be right.
Yeah, you probably just on the floor, like laying, begging.
I have a pillow. I also have a Jewish robe with the tassels.
Okay.
Also, got your oil, and it's not so much it's all about being deep or anything like that. It's just that it's about obedience and order.
Right.
And understanding, like you said, prayer.
Right.
And I've always had even when I was what I call BC, before Christ, it was always a unction or a hunger to pray, even in the midst of me being disobedient. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily doing the right thing all the time. And, because of that prayer of that mother, aunt, whoever passes or so, that is what has sustained, kept me, and allows me to not only just for myself, but also to bring brothers and sisters along and help them become transformed by prayer and by the lifestyle in learning and education.
Absolutely. That was well said. I pray for folks I don't even know. I'll be driving down the street and I see somebody broken down and I'll be like, Lord, please don't charge them an arm and a leg. Please let them be able to afford to get that car fixed. I find myself saying stuff like that, or thank you, God, I got a car and I ain't standing at that bus stop. Thank you. And I see young girls walking down the street, and I'll be like by themselves, which I cannot stand. And I'm like, Lord, just please protect them. Like I find myself doing it without even thinking. It's unconscious. Yeah. I'm just like, shoot. When you just say, thank you, because I say thank you all the time. And people always, I had this conversation with someone today, and I have it often. People will be like, did you have a good day today? I say, I have a good day every day. And I mean it. And people are like, oh, well, but it's true. It's true. I say it all the time. When I wake up and I can put my feet on the ground and I can see my room and I know how to get to work without trying, like I have my right mind in place. Really, I really look at stuff like that. I'm like, how many people go outside and be like, what did I go outside for? I don't even remember. And they turning left when they should have turned right, and they don't know. And I don't take it for granted. Like I really don't, that I can get up and I get in the car without even thinking I end up at work. Like that to me.
And the attack is on the mind.
Yeah.
Because where the head goes, the body follows.
Right.
So if the enemies, quote, of the world and the negativity of the world, bad company corrupts good morals. So if I can get you, to speak negatively, see, the enemy of the world or the devils of the world or those negative people or those critics or those who criticize, who never build anything, they just criticize what's being built. Those individuals, they want to tear you down so that, see, if the enemy takes everything from you, like in the Bible of Job, if you get stripped of everything, the one thing that you need to hold on to, even if the car goes, the house gone, whatever, because you can get those things back. But the one thing you can't get back is your faith and your belief. See, the enemy wants to steal that. When he steals that, if he steals that, then he now you're starting to speak negative. You see your circumstances as negative. You're walking in it. You know, if you're homeless, you'll stay homeless and you'll be homeless for 5, 6, 7 years and not realize why I'm still in the same situation because he's stolen your faith, your hope, your prayer life, and your belief.
Right. You better speak that. So why do people think that prayer is magic? Like, I'm going to pray and it's going to happen right away. If it doesn't, then it doesn't work. Let's talk about that, because prayer is not a instant type of thing. Sometimes it can be. You say, Lord, let me catch this light because I got to go to work. Let me catch this light, and the light is green. That you said a prayer, it worked. But sometimes it doesn't work that way, because God grants your prayer when He feels that you deserve it, you need it, or you're ready for it. But why do you think people think that it's magic? Like, I said a prayer, God did answer my prayer in 2.2 seconds. I don't believe in prayer. Why do you think people get so discouraged, and why do you think people think it's supposed to be like magic?
Well, first of all, it's not magic. Number one, you can't want the blessing more than the blessor. That's key. You can't want the gift without the giver of the gift. You have to want the giver of the gift. You have to want God Himself, not just what He comes with. Sometimes you may get, quote, the gift, but then other times He won't give you the gift. Again, it's like a father to a child. Would you give a child the keys to a car, who's 10 years old? No, because he's not ready. Like you said, he's not ready for the responsibility of that gift. And it doesn't have to necessarily equate with age. So you may have, we got in some cases, not all cases, we got grown men walking around but they're little boys, and vice versa. So
grown boys.
Yeah. So you won't, so He'll give you, first of all, it's about His will. It definitely is about your motive. So, when I say to people all the time in the different classes and schools and different places that I do seminars and teach and stuff like that, you need to first find your purpose. And it's not always just about chasing money, because if you find your purpose and your calling, the money will chase you. And through prayer is what initiates or helps to cultivate you finding out, and me finding out, and your listeners finding out, what is my purpose? Why did I survive when other people died? Why did I survive, the weed or the heroin or whatever, or the car crash? And that's because you have a purpose in your life. And you're getting grace and mercy to be allotted the time to be able to catch up to it. Because He is time. When people say, well, if I'm so-and-so age and, I haven't got it yet, that doesn't mean you're not going to get it. Because if you're breathing, if you wake up, you can obtain it. And He is time, so He can multiply your time back. So, there are people that look at it like, well, this is a genie situation. I want a car. Give me a car. Lord, no, I need a car. Well, sometimes He has to be able to trust you to take the bus.
You better humble yourself. Take it all.
Exactly. Are you still gonna do your purpose? Are you still gonna make it to feed the hungry? Are you still gonna make it if you got to go through the snow? Because when you think about it, it's all about what you want, and I mean it this way. So if you had to go pick your paycheck up, if you didn't have a car, a token, a hack, you'd make it wherever you had to make it if you had to go on foot to get the paycheck.
Yeah.
He wants you to be that hungry for Him.
Because if you're sitting out there going past, like I was talking about the bus stop earlier, going past the bus stop like, dang, they ain't got no car. I'm driving around in my car. You hit 3 blocks, your car break down, and you on the bus. Because you gotta be, God has to humble you, and sometimes God has to break you and take you to your knees in order to allow you to stand again. And sometimes that's what has to happen. But it's all about like believing, just like you believe in anything else. To me, the biggest thing you can believe in is God and prayer. It It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it does. I've heard people say, God, you got a direct line to God. Can you pray for me? No, because you have a direct line to God too. But you got to talk to him because he got to know your voice. He got to know your name, even though he made you and he knows he's waiting for you to call on him. And that's what prayer is. That's why it's power in prayer. Because it's about having your relationship with God. And I don't think other people should judge anyone's relationship or walk with God. Everybody has their own. As long as you have your own and as long as you talk to him, some people talk to him like, what's up? Some people talk to him like Heavenly Father. Some people talk to him like, God, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? It just, however you express yourself, as long as you express yourself to God, as long as you call on God, as long as you pray. I mean, I can pray all day long. I need a windfall right now. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff I got to do, but I can ask for that. I'm not, just because he doesn't bring it today, next Tuesday, or 2 months from now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep asking. I'm not going to keep praying about it. And right. Exactly. Exactly.
Whether it be financial seed, whether that be time, and it's at an appointed time that you need to harvest.
Right.
It's not, it's like you putting food in the microwave and the thing say 2 minutes and you take it out with 150.
Right. Because people are impatient. Yeah, people are impatient.
Exactly.
People are impatient. Shoot, when I hear people talking about they're sick, I mean, I've been around so many people in this last month that said that they're sick. They have diabetes. They have cancer. They're suffering from this.
Yeah.
I'm like, pray, Lord, please keep that away from me. I don't want that. Like, please keep me healthy. Even if you say that and you're thinking it inside, as long as you're saying it, you're writing it down, and God knows what you're saying, that is a prayer. So I just want to encourage everyone out there to pray, whatever that means to you. You have to, believe in God or believe in whoever you believe in. I believe in God, but you gotta pray. You got to talk to him. You got to have him get to know who you are, get to know your name, get to know that you're serious. Yes, he knows who you are, but you gotta call on him. You have to develop your own relationship and your own prayer, patterns, whether you have a war room like Mr. Lee, whether you have a prayer journal like I do, whether you just pray, even if you can just really try to pray, heck, at least once a day. Thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you for bringing me home safely. That's 2.
And a lot of times those circumstances, first of all, he puts no more on us than we can bear.
No.
And with it, he gives us the way to bear it and escape.
Yeah.
So even for those people that have had health issues, in different situations like I have had and been delivered from, first of all, it's what you say out your mouth about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you perceive it.
Mm-hmm.
He's bigger than any problem you and I have.
Mm-hmm.
He's greater than any circumstance or situation. He's above cancer. He's above diabetes. He's above drugs. He's above, all the illness.
Like that song. That song, My God is Bigger.
My God is bigger. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really incumbent upon the individual who may be in that situation. And you may say, well, why me? He knows what you can handle, and it's all a test for a greater testimony in your life. For you to be able to bring somebody else out, for you to draw closer to him, is why certain things are allowed temporarily for us to have, or circumstances, or and some stuff we call, of course, but all these things actually usher us, or should usher us into the presence of God. Even people that are getting incarcerated for whatever situation and circumstances. I always have been in the belief of, to me, now once you get past the anger of being incarcerated, to me, that is a place where can be a type of refuge in the midst of wolves, but it also can be a place where God had to separate you from amongst them, because you may be moving too fast, you weren't listening, you weren't hearing him, or lifestyle you was leading, where he can take you there and preserve you to do surgery on you, so that not that you just serve time, but time is also serving you and his greater purpose.
Yep. See, we're going to have a part 2 because our time is almost up. Like I already knew. Right. This is like we're going to have to do. You willing to come back next week?
Man, absolutely. It'd be my pleasure to be assisted.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to come back next week. All right, so
even the way we came together, it's God ordained.
I know. You keep telling me. You keep telling me, doggone it. I heard you. Now everybody heard you. Everybody heard you. Right out. Shout out to Andrea if she's listening. All right. So now this has to be quick. If you can let the people know how, because I know you can talk, and you saying good stuff, so I don't want you're not wasting words here. But tell the people how they can get in contact with you, and please leave them a short, brief, inspirational message about prayer, and if we could just sum this thing up. All right, Daryl Messiah Lee, tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
So you can reach me through Outcast Food Network on Facebook. That's OUTCAST. Myself and my partner, you can reach us. Myself and my partner Lawrence Sanders and his wife, you can reach us through that. OutcastFoodNetwork.org. Again, you can also reach me through REIGN, REIGN, Ultimate Solutions with an S at gmail.com.
And I'm trying to get him to get on social media. Like the social media presence is major, so you can touch multiple people.
It's done. You need to get back on social media.
Just get on there, brother. Just get on there. All right. Leave the people with some words of inspiration real quick.
Man, so what I would say is just simply prayer, believing, faith, cultivate your relationship with God. Trust, believe, and even if you may temporarily lose everything you have, or you may think you're at the bottom, still keep and hold on to your faith and belief.
Boom. There it is. All right. So that was our guest today, Daryl Messiah. Okay, hurry up, black people. I tell you, go ahead, please give your shout out.
My pastor, Charles Richard Yerby, City of Abraham Church and Ministries. Also to my partner, my mentor, also Lawrence Sanders and his wife Peaches. Be blessed, everybody. Be blessed, and thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to serve.
I love that man of God has a wife named Peaches. Won't he do it? Love it. Love it. I love that.
They the mom to a marriage ministry.
See, I love it. But because all of us know a Peaches, so that's all right. I thank you, everybody. So I thank everybody for tuning in to Shine. You can find me on all social media platforms under Kendall Lanise. Or at K.Lanise. No need to dim anyone else's light. We can all shine together. This is Kendall Lanise. Until next time, peace, love, and light. So I have a treat for you. I wrote a song. You want to hear it? Here it go. It's called It's You. It's sung by Queen P. It's written by me. It is my love letter to God. You can find it for 99 cents on Amazon, on Google Play, and on iTunes. So It's You, it's called. God bless, and I will see you next Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.
The one who knows my heart, I knew it from the start. When I'm lost, you're my tour guide, the only thing that's right. My candle in the dark, the one who lights the spark. You never keep the score, that's why I wanna praise you more. Why I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you who brings the sun. For me, you are the one. You're the reason I go on. You're the one who keeps me strong. You hold my hand when I am scared. It's you. Oh, it's you. It's you who makes me calm. You wrap me safely in your arms. It's you who unlocks my door. That's why I wanna praise you more. It's you who leads my day. It's you. That's why I stand here and say, that's why I bring to you this song, to tell the world about my love that you keep me safe. I wanna glorify your name. One thing I know for sure, it's you. With you, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you, Lord, it's you who brings the sun, and you shine me down. You are the one. It's you who I adore. That's why I praise you more. It's you. Thank you, God. The one who knows my heart. I knew it from the start. When I'm lost, you're my tour guide. The only thing that's right. My candle in the dark. The one who lights the spark. You never keep the score. That's why I wanna praise you more. It's you who leads my day. It's you. That's why I stand here and say, you, I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you who brings the sun. For me, you are the one. It's you who I adore. That's why I praise you more. It's you. You're the reason I go on. You're the one who keeps me strong. You hold my hand when I am scared. It's you.